Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy King Bean, and welcome back to another show, another video, and a brand new episode. And yo, you're now rocking with the best. Word up. Shout out to everybody who came by and watched my previous video. If you didn't, of course, the link is down in the description. As you could tell, I lost my voice, and I'm going to have to apologize to all my YouTube subscribers, which I know I've lost one or two, or maybe even more. I haven't even checked the analytics on it as of late. Because I haven't put up any videos. And let me tell you why I haven't put up any videos. One, I was celebrating my birthday the week prior, and I wasn't really home, and I really didn't play any games. I was just kind of celebrating, and everything was all good. But as you could tell, my voice is not the same. As soon as I got back off vacation, I go back to work Monday, and lo and behold, your boy King Bean gets sick at work. So when I got sick, I started coughing and everything like that. Like they said, my sinuses was all jacked up. So I took a couple of days off work, and I went back to work today, which is Friday. And I'm feeling a whole lot better than what I sound. So I apologize for not having any videos up. But yo, when you're sick, man, you don't feel like doing much of nothing. I didn't even hop on too many games or anything like that. So I'm suspecting what's in the background to be some Sunset Overdrive. I had downloaded the game because it was free. And I'm going to talk about that in a little bit, but it's not great gameplay, but whatever, man. But yo, I just want to, I got a couple of things I really want to talk about, and I'm going to address this in this video. And I hope you can bear with me and hope you can tolerate my voice until my voice actually come back. But what I want to talk about in this video for real was how do y'all feel about the fanboys and dealing with the Xbox One? I'm just saying fanboys in general. How do they make you feel about a game? How to feel about your console. The reason why I asked that, because I was listening to my man Jimmy B Gaming. Like, he's one of my favorite YouTubers. I like watching that dude. That dude has very good YouTube channel. He's one of my favorite ones. Like, he's one of my favorite guys. And I go to these different YouTube channels because I get something different from each one of them. And I like Jimmy B Gaming. The Left-Handed Monkey is one of my other favorite guys. I like Heart 8. I like Black Bond. And 1316 Killer. Those are like my favorite guys right now. Or like, listening to them on YouTube. Of course, Smash. You always number one, my dog. You always number one, Smash. Don't even worry about that, homie. But those are some of my favorite guys I like listening to. But I was listening to Jimmy video a couple days ago or what have you. And he had this thing, and I'm piggybacking off of what he was talking about. And the reason why I asked that question, how do you feel about your consoles? I guess most people in the gaming space, they don't really, they either you love your Xbox One or you love your PlayStation 4, and it is what it is. Everybody has a fan base. Everybody has a favorite. I really don't have a favorite. I like to play whatever consoles is the best. And so that's why I own both consoles. So I've had the best of both worlds. But one thing Jimmy did touch on, and I was feeling the same way, is about the Xbox One. And some of you guys who probably listen to this video, you might be more familiar with the crumb side of YouTube, as it is affectionately dubbed. And the crumb side of YouTube is the really, like, lack of a better term, is the ghetto side of YouTube. Where, people get in and they go ham on whatever console they like or whatever console they dislike. But this generation of Xbox fanboys has gone bananas, yo. And I sat there, and when I listened to some of the stuff that some of the top, I want to say top YouTubers, but the top loud minority of the Xbox One fan base, they're absolutely ridiculous. And it makes me not even want to play the console. Now, 90% of my games are on the Xbox One. I play most of it. I don't think nothing about it. I know y'all saying, Bean, don't watch these YouTubers, but, I watch them. Because some of the stuff they say in their videos are some of the most outrageous, outlandish stuff I've ever heard. And it just bugs me out because I'm like, yo, why would you say something this crazy? They were sitting there earlier within the past 2 months when Phil Spencer, the head of Xbox, is trying to create a universal app for Windows to make you stay on this platform like the Apple products or the Samsung products. So when they do with this Windows 10 update, where you can integrate you could take your Xbox games with you no matter where you are. So if you're on your laptop, you can play it. Maybe on a tablet one day when they get the tablets even up more powerful, you'll be able to play it. The new cell phones now are supposed to be more powerful than the console, especially that Galaxy S7. You're supposed to be able to play your games on that. You can be able to take your games anywhere and play it on any platform. So if you're a kid and your parents are like, yo, get off the TV, you can go in your room and be on your laptop playing your game, or be on your gaming PC and playing the same game. But the Xbox fan base just lost its freaking mind when that came out. And one particular Xbox guy who told Phil Spencer that he wasn't even going to play Quantum Break because of it. He's returning his pre-order just because of that. But lo and behold, he still ended up getting the game and gave Quantum Break a 9.5 out of 10, which I don't know. I never played the game, but I think that's a little bit high for that game. But he gave it a 9.5 out of 10. I was like, okay, fine, whatever. So also during that time when Phil Spencer got on to him on Twitter, and when he got on to him about it, he was like, yo, he's just done with the Xbox franchise. So then he started bigging up the Sony platform. So when he started bigging up the Sony platform, then it was like, yo, I'm all team Sony. Sony's doing the right thing. Then, of course, he switched back. And he goes back to saying how much Sony sucks. And now since Sony's coming out with this new updated console that may be coming out at the end of the year, which is affectionately dubbed as the PlayStation 4K, but which is now been known as the PlayStation Neo, which is supposed to have some stuff with a better GPU to make the games look a whole lot better when you play them on your TV, especially if you got a 4K television. It's supposed to up-res it to 4K graphics. So now he's saying, well, this is going to just split the fan base of Sony fans. If I'm Sony, I don't want them to do that. He doesn't even want Xbox to come out with a new console to upgrade their hardware. He doesn't want that. He wants everything to stay in this one little world where it's all just one thing or whatever, so it doesn't have to progress like the Xbox 360 and the PS3 in the last generation when the Xbox 360 was the number one console on the market. Now, he wants it to stay that way, but technology moves forward. You have to keep moving forward. And right now, Sony has just been dominating this generation of hardware when it comes to the games. So since it's been doing that, and now they're really putting the pressure on Microsoft, he's trying to throw shade at Sony because Sony's going to do something to upgrade their hardware, which is going to make it better for gamers. All this stuff, what they're doing is going to make it better for gamers. And it's one of those things where you don't have to buy the new PlayStation if you own a PlayStation. It's an option. All your games are going to work the same, no matter if you have it or not. Just one's going to have a lot more processing power than the other. I don't know all the other bells and whistles that's going to come with it. But he's saying that's a bad idea. And then, of course, he had a video today saying PlayStation 4 is just going to pretty much dominate the whole video game market. No, what it's going to do is going to force Microsoft to step their game up. Because they didn't step their game up with this past Xbox One. This past Xbox One, it's not a bad console, but it's more of a media console. And it's more of a media-centric console than a PlayStation 4 is more gaming related. But it's not a bad thing. But this generation has been plagued by frame rates and graphics. How many pixels can you get on your screen? And yes, I have become a graphics whore. I actually went out and got me a 4K television this past couple months ago. I got me a 4K television. Even on my 4K television, when I'm playing my PS4 or my Xbox One, the graphics do look a whole lot better. They do look better. They're much more rich in color and things like that. But again, this particular YouTuber doesn't want that. But I think he does this as a stunt to, garner views or what have you. And that's his whole shtick. But that whole minority group of the Xbox One mafia, as they affectionately call, they, for me, make me feel like, man, I don't want to even play my Xbox One just because of that. And that's a sad reason not to want to play your Xbox One. And again, I know you're saying, Bean, you shouldn't watch them. Just leave them alone. I know. I try not to watch them. But have you ever been driving in a car and you see a car wreck or something? You shouldn't look. You got to pay attention, but you end up looking anyway. Because I'm telling you guys, man, if you were able to hear some of the stuff that they say that come out their mouth, you'd be like, are you serious? And then again, the people who are fans of these guys, all in the comment section and be talking that same BS. And I'm like, yo, they even jump on major YouTubers who don't agree with an Xbox One exclusive. Now, if a Sony exclusive fail, then it's like, Sony, you suck. You ain't got no games. But if somebody say Quantum Break is not a 9.5, it's a 5 out of 10. Oh God, you're stupid. It's media bias and blah, blah, blah. Reviews are like reviews. Reviews are nothing but opinions. If you have to sit around there and rely on somebody else's opinion to justify the purchase of whatever you buy, then why did you buy that console or why did you buy that game? Your opinion should only matter. I'm not saying you shouldn't use reviews. That's why you check more than one reviewer, because it could be a reviewer who may hate Quantum Break. He couldn't stand it. He just don't like third-person shooters. So then you go to different YouTubers, you go to different outlets to get your information, to gather enough information to make an informed, educated decision. But still, ultimately, it's your decision if you like the game or not. You also have different options. You can rent the game. GameFly is there. You can rent it, see if you like it or not. Or you go to Redbox if they have it at Redbox, rent it and see if you like it or not. You may not like it. Like for me, I'm enjoying The Division. I love The Division. I like playing it. A lot of people hate playing the game. I enjoy playing it. I don't care what the other people's opinions are about the game. I'm having a blast when I'm in there playing it. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm enjoying myself. But you should not have to have a group mind think to justify why you made a purchase for something that you may like. And you shouldn't be mad at somebody not liking what you like. Everybody has different opinions. Just like for me, I really, you know what I'm saying? I really love first-person shooters. Some people hate first-person shooters. Some like role-playing games. I like The Witcher 3. The Witcher 3 to me is one of the baddest games that was ever created. But some people couldn't stand The Witcher 3. Some people like traditional RPG games. They rather play that, like Xenoblade or something like that. Or, you know, Final Fantasy or something like that. That's something they like playing. That's the style of genre they like playing. So you shouldn't let other people's opinions define who you are as a person. It shouldn't define who you are as a gamer. You should enjoy your products that you pay for. Because these consoles, they aren't cheap. Being a gamer in general in these days and time, it's not cheap. It's an expensive hobby. It's a very expensive hobby. And this is when games are supposed to be fun. You're supposed to be enjoyable. You're supposed to take your time and really escape from the reality of the world that you're in to go into this fantasy world and have some fun and enjoy your games. But when gaming stop becoming fun and stop being, and it just starts being something that you want to just crush the competition about, then there's a problem. Then I think you may have some identity issues. I'm just saying. You may not agree with what I'm saying right here, but all I'm going to say to you guys is this. No matter what gaming console you have, no matter what gaming rig that you have, enjoy the consoles that you have. And I'm still going to play my Xbox One. I'm not going to let those guys deter me from playing my Xbox One, but it is kind of sad that grown men, like, because we're all around the same age. I ain't going to front. I'm going to put my age out there. I'm 40. All right? I'm happy to turn 40. I turned 40 a couple weeks ago in April. Team Aries, #1, baby. #1 of all the zodiac signs. You hear me? You feel me? But anyway, man, let me know what you think, man. This is your boy King Bean. And yo, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And again, I apologize for not being around. But, you know, I'm going to start uploading some regular videos on a regular basis. You know what I mean? So it's your boy King Bean, and I'll holler at you dudes later, man. One love. Peace.